Yahweh, may I live a life of ease. May I love and be loved. May I be happy and at peace. And may I be safe and healthy. Stream starting soon. I'm going to check YouTube, see what it looks like. YouTube says excellent connection. That's what I want to see. Let's check out Twitch. Twitch says excellent connection. Restream says excellent connection. So this time I think I'm going to do a YouTube short. I think I have been on my previous Alright, so let's see if I can do it again. Writing, reading, and chatting Mechanical Poetry Live. Let's see what that looks like. It does look kind of weird that my arm is like that, but whatever. I'll just go with it. Alright, let's say exactly that. Writing, reading, and chatting Mechanical Poetry Live. Put an exclamation point. Let's put a hashtag. I guess I could just put poetry. Poetry reading, there we go. And then maybe see about writing. Writing live. I wonder if there's writing live. 24 channels. The hashtag writing has 138,000 channels. So that hashtag seems like it works better. Alright, so alright, so I'll upload the short. Well, howdy on Twitch. And then I'll add some tags, which I got to do soon because I'm supposed to be starting my stream in like less than 2 minutes. Alright. And now I go to studio. Content. Edit. Writing, reading, and chatting. And then I will do tags. Writing. Writing. Mechanical Poetry Live. Doesn't even work. My other phone worked so much better. Okay, let's just use the thing. Poetry, let's do that. Do poetry live. Streaming. I don't know what else to say. Writing and reading poetry. There we go. That should suffice. It is 11 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I don't really know what poem to read first. I didn't think ahead. I suppose I could talk about the forgiveness meditation. And maybe I'll read the forgiveness for yourself first. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed myself. I have betrayed or abandoned myself many times through thought, word, or deed, knowingly or unknowingly. Feel your own precious body and life. Let yourself see the ways you have hurt or harmed yourself. Picture them. Remember them. Feel the sorrow you have carried from this and sense that you can release these burdens. Extend forgiveness for each of them, one by one. Repeat to yourself, for the ways I have hurt myself through action or inaction out of fear, pain, and confusion, I now extend a full and heartfelt forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. So yeah, I'm on this journey to forgive. I will just go into a random poem. I read this last stream, so it's kind of like in my most recent reads or whatever. I title this one Hidden Sorrow. Seldom sadness is the shortcut to my frequent madness. May I borrow your hidden sorrow? I do not want too much, and please give me just enough. With what I borrow, I give a promise return tomorrow. Physically, I will not give this return. Emotionally, what I steal from you can't be cured. Yeah, that one's kind of pessimistic in a way, but a lot of my poetry was, and I'm working on more positive ones. So I suppose I could read my most recent positive one that I wrote live, because that's what I do now when I upload my YouTube videos. It's because I wrote a poem live. I think I have 3 written live so far, and this is the most recent one. It's titled Nothing to Something. I am important and worthy of love. I want to be happy and change how I think. Processing my life, putting the pieces together. What happens if I think that way forever? Will you end it? You know what you are talking about. If you read that sentence a certain way, it doesn't sound like doubt. Alas, I do have one concern. When do I fully stop to learn? Love thyself, but what does that really mean? That would definitely be one of many things. Like having a lot of sweet, sweet cash. Sunbathing, brandishing my ass. Things that make me happy, just to list a few. Thoughts are processing, you have shit to do. What is it that really makes you happy? Love, of course, but let's not get too sappy. That is not too bad. This poem isn't supposed to be sad. I used to think I was nothing. All the while I am something. Yeah, that's kind of a long poem. When I was writing it, I was just like, I don't know where to go with this poem, and it took quite a bit of time. So I wrote that one live. I wrote a poem titled Shitty Poem Live. So I think I only have 2 poems that I've written live. Let me double check. Because that one was written and uploaded live. Okay, so that one too. So yeah, I only have 2. The Shitty Poem and Nothing to Something. Nothing to Something got a decent amount of views. I'm used to like no views or maybe a few, and that one got like 18 views. So that's kind of cool. And I was able to turn it into a short because I read it in under 60 seconds. And that one got 24 views. I mean, that's not great, but that's kind of cool considering a lot of my poetry gets like nothing. All right, I'll read the shitty poem, I guess, since that's the other one that I have written live. And then I read it live and used the take that I read live. So that's what I'm doing with my YouTube channel now. People are part of the process of my poetry. Yeah, how cool is that? I wonder if that's been done before, actually. Surely somebody else on YouTube has been like, let's take a journey and write something together, y'all. But I haven't really invited. Actually, I did. I invited Smoke. Smoke popped in and checked out some of my poetry, and she helped me with the poem or whatever. She put it in the chat, or she suggested things. I think she suggested ideas for this poem in particular that I'm going to read right now. I title it The Shitty Poem. I cannot remember. I say that a lot. I don't like to think my own thoughts. They never stop. Please tell me what to think and say. Tired would rather be a robot today. Artificial intelligence, make it go away. Again, I don't want to think anymore. I see an exit sign, would rather walk out the door. So I don't have to think about this shitty poem anymore. So yeah, I mean, the title, that's why I named it that, because it's not that great of a poem. So the first poem I wrote live wasn't great. But that's okay, because the second one that I did turned out pretty good and whatnot. And then currently the one that I'm working on, which I'll just read from the top. I don't have a title for it. So it just starts out pretty strong with exactly what I'm trying to focus on, the present and forgive your past. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Forgive me, willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I'm writing about, I don't even want to write about it anymore. So I think this is where I'm stuck, because that obviously sounds horrible. Sorrow and psychological harm, work it out. Like, what am I, like, that's probably what I added last time, and I don't even know what it means. I forgot about it, and now I'm just kind of like, what did I write? Because I remember this, whatever it is I am writing about, I don't even want to write about it anymore. Or think about it anymore. See, this seems like it's lazy, and I don't. Whatever it is I'm writing about. Maybe if I cut this and go from here, let's do that, because I don't like the previous. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this altogether. Delete whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm. You need to work it out. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. You need to work it out. Is that an exclamation point worthy? No, I don't need to be like, you need to. Yeah, maybe we'll just throw one in and see how it goes. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. From the top, though, from the top. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Forgive me. No, I want to change that too. I don't want to say forgive me. So let's go ahead and change that too. So tired of jumping in the hole. And why does this T look weird? I don't understand why that T looks weird. Does the letter E look weird capitalized only? Because all the other screens, their capitalization looks fine. Oh, that needs to be capitalized. What am I thinking? Oh no, because that's an ongoing sentence. Um, I'll say excuse me instead of forgive me. No, no, I do not know how to spell. I do not know how to spell excuse. Ah, excuse me, darling. Should I say darling? I want to say darling. Excuse me, darling. Well, let's see how it sounds. It might sound dumb, and if it's dumb, I won't go with it. Darling. Do I not know how to spell darling? Okay. Excuse me. So definitely not two L's, they're telling me. Yeah, let's go. Let's take it from the top. See how it sounds. So focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Excuse me, darling. Willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation. Continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, you need to work it out. Well, I think that's good where it is that you need to work it out. I should probably. It probably should be one sentence and then all. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do this, and then go here, here on click. Let's see if it worked. Sorrow and psychological harm. You need to work it out. Okay, yeah. So I'll just do like a subtle pause. Is that what I should do? Sorrow and psychological harm. You need to work it out. Okay, let's take it from the top and see how it sounds. All right. Focus on the present. Give you pass. Tired of jumping in the hole? Excuse me, darling. Willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, you need to work it out. Should I say I need to work it out? Because I instantly wanted to say I need to work it out. Yeah, let's go with I need to work it out. Yeah. All right. And then I'll maybe read another poem and see if it sparks anything. Okay, so let's see if I can read a poem that I haven't read in quite some time. Could read a sad poem. No sad poems. No sad poems, darling. Well, my Aunt Joanne poem is sad. This one isn't sad. Kind of sarcastic. So I'll read a sarcastic song. Yo, it is Machine with Mechanical Poetry. I'm going to read you a poem, and it is titled Awesome Sarcasm. Super fun, happy thoughts. Lessons in life that I was taught. Live to win. Pride is not a sin. Be better than everyone else. If you can't, then lie to yourself. Live for the money, do not be ashamed. He who has the most wins this game. Yeah, thank you. You made it to the end of this poem. That's an old one on YouTube. Let's check it out. Go to videos, search. Probably called Awesome Sarcasm. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna hit this. Play it. Oh yeah, it's muted.
I'm going to read you a poem titled Awesome Sarcasm. Super fun, happy thoughts. Lessons in life that I was taught. Live to win. Pride is not a sin. Be better than everyone else. If you can't, then lie to yourself. Live for the money, do not be ashamed. He who has the most wins this game. Thank you. I wrote this poem November 13th, 2010. It's obviously sarcasm, so just as the title suggests, I must have been really pissed off.
Cigarettes will do that to you.
That people don't believe that I believe. And
yep. I wonder how old that poem is. Let's see. So go to my channel. And videos. I'd have to scroll quite a bit. I'm not going to do that. Alright, sorrow and psychological harm. I need to work it out. Don't really know where to go from there, though. Okay, out of nowhere, should I make a checklist? Is that good? Should I make a checklist? Add that in the poem? No, that's stupid. Why would I put that? Why does that come like that came out of nowhere in my brain? Should I use a checklist? Should I have a checklist? All right, we're gonna duplicate this slide. And should I make myself a to-do list? Should I make myself a to-do list? Like, I'm asking myself a question. Should I make myself a to-do list? So, like, the list would be quit smoking cigarettes, get a new job. 2 weeks today. 2 weeks ago, I had a cigarette when I woke up. I think that was my last cigarette. Like, I had a cigarette, and then I went the rest of the day. I just took it day by day. So no cigarettes, no cigarettes, no cigarettes, no fucking cigarettes. Don't smoke a fucking cigarette. Don't smoke a fucking cigarette. Don't smoke a fucking cigarette. Don't fucking smoke a cigarette. Let's read that cigarette poem. What was it? Just cigarette poem? I hate cigarettes. I asked my daughters to be in this poem, so it kind of doesn't work that well without them, but I'll just read it anyways and whatnot. So I wrote this years and years ago when I was trying to quit then too, because I've been literally actually trying to quit smoking cigarettes for like 20 years. If you think about it logically, yeah, I have. There was times where I didn't give a fuck, but like the entirety of the time that I've been smoking, I've wanted to quit basically. But then there's those times, like at least in the past, where I would, in the past, I would smoke for like months and months and months and months at a time before I even gave it another attempt. But lately, it's been like every fucking weekend, and I've made it 2 weeks. I made it 2 weeks before. I made it a month before. I made it 4 months before. I've made it 6 months. I've made it a year. That's the longest I've ever made it though, is just 365 days without nicotine in my brain. That's the longest I've ever made it. And then it was New Year's Eve. A cigar. I made it another year. New Year's Eve, I had a cigar, and then I think I started smoking the next day. Like, I think I was pretty much smoking. I don't remember for sure, but yeah, a year is like as long as I've ever made it. I guess that's the only thing I like about smoking. It made my voice deeper, but that actually could change if I quit smoking. So I don't know. Because I listened to my voice from years ago and I'm just like, I sounded like that for real. I titled this, I hate cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes, but that's not true anymore. Just, clarify. I wasted so much money. I don't even know my IQ. I don't even know what IQ means. Probably because I smoke cigarettes. Did I mention that I hate them? The smell, taste, how they make you feel. What about the people around me thinking, what's the deal? I don't like it when you smoke. I don't like it when you smoke. So, yeah, that was the part when I asked my daughters to say that for the poem. But yeah, I wrote a poem about quitting smoking. I think I attempted to quit that day or whatever, but I failed, obviously. But I'm at 2 weeks. I'm at 2 weeks and I'm doing okay. And I guess I could just go straight into another poem. I've read this before on my streams. It's a pretty poem. It's kind of sad, but check it out for yourself. I titled it Black Blanket. I wanted to say something quick and beautiful, but I don't know where my happiness is. I think I lost it. Or was it taken from me and hidden underneath my black blanket? If my happiness is in a better place, I suppose I could end this stupid chase. A path to beautiful understanding replaced with what I will call individuality erased. So yeah, that's in my opinion, one of my better poems because like the writing's like really good. It's a bit sad, but like I think it's pretty good. I think I did that poem as a YouTube short already once before. All right, I'll go back to the poem I am writing currently at the moment, straight from the top, and see if anything comes to mind. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole, excuse me, darling, willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Check off chores one by one. Check off. Shit. I don't know where to go with that. I think I do like this though, the idea that is that the problem? I just need to simply make a to-do list, like write it physically down on paper. Because I've, said it all before in my head. Well, no, I don't know where to go with that. And somebody did pop in on YouTube, but then I think they shortly left afterwards. I'm going to take a drink of agua. Whatever it is I'm writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Something simple. Something simple to strain my wrist? No, I'm not saying that. So yeah, I don't know where to go with this poem. Don't know what to do. So I guess I will read another poem. I'll read my Christmas poem. Because I fucking hate Christmas. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to read that shit. What should I read? I don't know what to read. I'll read the poem I wrote for a coworker when she left, because we worked together for quite some time. When I knew her, because I don't know her anymore and she could have changed, but she was a nice lady. She was a little rude sometimes to me, but I don't think I've ever met anybody that hasn't been rude to me before, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. There comes a time for everyone. All right, I'm gonna read it. I titled it For Peggy. For your last day, I decided to write you a poem. If you don't like it, call Scott and bother him on the phone. Or you, Nessie, but not me, you see. I have stuff to do. I'm busy. Like I said before, we've had words. Good, bad, and sometimes absurd. Crazy thoughts going back and forth through my head as well as yours. I know you're crazy because I am too. They say it takes one to know one. Yes, that's true. When you leave, remember the good times, not this poem and these horrendous rhymes. Keep a smile on your face and have a lot of fun while you're in the wet under the hot sun. Yeah, Peggy was cool. Yep, she was cool. I wrote her a poem. I gave it to her. I didn't write it with my like pencil and pen or pencil or pen. It was on the computer and I printed it out for her. And then I think I uploaded it to YouTube for my upload. Because back in the day, I used to upload. There was a time when I think I did 3 poems a week, but that has changed. Like, I think I did 4 poems this year or last year. It's just like, I don't know, you know. All right, I'm going to read another poem. I titled this poem Everyone Matters. And it goes like this. It is really as simple as that. The title of the poem says it all. Everyone you know, whoever you know, celebrities, kings, queens, fiends, drug addicts, alcoholics, women that have abortions, murderers, rich people with more than one home, the homeless, the list doesn't stop. Because everyone is on the list. I understand not everyone knows this truth, and yes, there will always be people that hate. Hate is of many, love is of many more. This was, I think, going on with that whole Black Lives Matters thing. It was like this huge deal. I didn't know exactly what it was about. Obviously, it was about, you know, Black Lives Matter, but like you hearing it from everybody and just like they're talking bad, like I would hear people talking bad about white people, and I'm just like, okay, well, isn't that the same thing? That's racism too, just like assuming something or categorizing somebody or just judging somebody. That's judgment too. Like, let's get it straight. It's like everybody matters. Like, I don't know. It was a weird time, and I think they do try to push it now where, well, I don't know. I think everybody's important. I think everybody should be treated equally. I don't think people should be treated differently no matter what. I think everybody should be treated with love and kindness and respect. So, all right, I don't know what poem to read. I don't know. Hmm. Let's see. I don't know. I've read this one, haven't I? I used to do intros that were like this. Like I'd go in like this, like, yo, it's Machine with mechanical poetry. So yeah, I kind of smoothly came in, whatever. And I used to use my tie-dye for my backgrounds a lot because I like tie-dye. It's obvious. I mean, this is just tie-dye background moving with colors added. Like the colors that are changing like that, that's an effect in the video editing. But yeah, I do I do black and white sometimes. Although my dog has to get rid of her anxiety. Smith Ann, may you live a life of ease. Smith Ann, may you love and be loved. Smith Ann, may you be healthy and at peace. Smith Ann, love and be loved. Hey, girl, come here. That's funny. She actually came over here and she's like, "What's up?" All right. I guess I'll read it now, if I can.
Matthew,
All right, I'm gonna try to read it.
would you call me?
Blam.
Yeah, you need to.
Okay, yeah, it's titled "God with Us." Wait, what is this?
You call.
I'm going to read you a poem. Did I write what I normally write in the intro? I haven't read this one then live because I am not understanding what's happening. Yo, it's Machine with mechanical poetry. I am going to read you a poem. God with us. Want to love again. My enemy, my end. Heal. Truth welcome and come in. No signature needed or this pen. Subtract me from this world of sin. No more than the age of 10. Opinion? Too many of them. Tip your hat and give a grin. It is a choice. Judge I am not. What was the first word I was taught? Generations have been told. All will be caught off guard. God with us, you must regard. Yeah, I don't think I've read that poem live. And I don't remember it. I'm gonna check it out on YouTube real quick and see how I read it on YouTube. Because I imagine I did multiple takes, and that was probably when I didn't have video editing software. So let's go on over and check it out. And we'll just hit search and type in God with us. There it is.
Mechanical poetry. I'm going to read you a poem titled God with Us. Want to love again. My enemy, my end. Heal. Truth welcome and come in. No signature needed or this pen. Subtract me from this world of sin. No more than the age of 10. Opinion. Too many of them. Tip your hat and give a grin. It is a choice. Judge I am not. What was the first word I was taught? Generations have been told. All will be caught off guard. God with us, you must regard. Thank you very much. I don't really know what to say.
So I read that better than I read it live. Most definitely because I haven't read that in a long time. But that's cool. That's a more serious poem. God with us. Alrighty. So I'll just go right to another poem because I can't think of anything to add to the poem I'm writing currently. I like this poem. Maybe one day I'll make it look better and put it on new screens because this is like an older one too where I didn't use much like graphics and I put a lot of words on screen as opposed to like breaking them up and whatnot. So I'll read it. It's all good. Maybe I could do that live too, like update old poems and re-release them. I watched a YouTube video of somebody saying that is not unheard of. YouTube content creators will often reuse their content, like if it didn't get noticed the first time that well. Some say it would do possibly better, maybe retitle it, thumbnail, maybe through the video editing software, see what you can get rid of that didn't work, you know, like, because I would do that with TikTok. I would take my YouTube videos, slim them down because TikTok only allowed like at the time I think a minute, but I think they moved up to 3 minutes eventually. But yeah, it's not unheard of to re-release things. And I've wanted to do that for my first poem, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so I'll just go ahead and start reading this poem. I titled it Mr. Marbles. Hello, my name is Mr. Marbles. Can't take a hint, have no clue. Lost in this space, insanity ensued. Tiptoe on glass, have no shoes. Cut my feet and bleed the color blue. No, not at all like you. I live here, the padded white room. Observing is all you can do. No visitors allowed, it's just too soon. The goal is to think, act, and smile like the fool. Brainwashed to accept their order and rule. Apologies to whomever I offend. I only answer to whom I commend. I wrote that poem before I started my YouTube channel because I used to put my poems up on Facebook and whatnot. Before I got rid of Facebook forever. Never to return. Like when Facebook bought Oculus and took over the VR stuff, I was kind of like mad because I was interested in purchasing one of those Oculuses because no wire hooked to your head. That's like way cool. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Oh, I used to put poems on Facebook. All right. Let's see here. What to read? What to read? No. I don't know what to read. Yeah, I don't know what to read. I could read this one. This one's pretty good. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do it all like old school. Yo, it's Machine with Mechanical Poetry. I'm gonna read you a poem titled Popularity Puppet. I contest the contest. Superiority superiority complex. I will smile and dance in your reign. Far be it from me to tell you what to do. When all doors are knocking, what door will you choose? You want to battle with spoken words, whose rhymes are right and who is absurd. Please fill me in and connect my dots. Your popularity puppet, I am not. I bet you my take on YouTube is better than the one I just did now live, because that wasn't that great. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I wrote that when my YouTube channel started. So it was a fun poem to write, and it had to do with me reaching out to a YouTube content creator, and they just were like, we're like better than you. Basically, in a nice way, they're just like, we're better than you, and no. So I think they actually banned me because sometimes, like, I would go in the comments and all I would simply say is be like, yo, what's up, everybody? I'd like comment about the poem that I actually was watching, and then be like, I write poetry too, if anybody's interested. You like nothing to, no links, nothing, just like, and they eventually banned me commenting on their channel, and I'm just like, that's so stupid. I didn't use links, I didn't do nothing. So it was kind of like a poem about them. I was just like, I'm not going to be your popularity puppet, you know? It was annoying, but whatever. Yeah, I wanted to collaborate with them, and they're just like, that's like all I got from them was like, we're better than you. So it's quite annoying dealing with people like that where they're just like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm more educated than you. I'm better than you. I have credentials. I have paperwork. I'm better than you. I'm just like, damn. Talk about fucking hatred. I think that is a form of hatred when you just think you're just so much better than somebody. You're just like, I'm better than you. It's just like, damn, I can feel that. I can feel the love. Sarcasm. Because that is not fucking love. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Excuse me, darling. Willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation. Continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? And that's where I stop because I don't know where to go from there. Should I make myself a to-do list? Write everything down. Yeah, because down would be an easy word to write. Let's try that out and see where it goes. Should I make myself a to-do list? Have everything written down. Copy. Paste. All right. Okay, should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down. I guess I could go with that and see how it works. I will do this. I will add an animation. And that should work. And I will go ahead, take it from the top and see how it sounds. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole? Excuse me, darling. Willingly jumping in the hole. It's dangerous as fuck, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down? Yeah, I like that. And then down is pretty easy to rhyme, so should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down. Coming to a stop. I don't know what to add. Should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down. Would I literally do that? Should I literally write my to-do list? Like, can I think of three major things in my life that should be on a checklist, like the ultimate checklist that needs to be taken care of, like, or you could possibly die, you know? So, like, that would be psychological well-being, me working on my psychological health, quitting smoking, so that'd be my physical health. And what would be the third? I need another job. But it's like, that's little, like, that's like not life or death type of shit. Well, I suppose that is sort of, right? A job is like life or, no, I don't know. All right, so then I go back to the meditations. I'm going to do Forgive Yourself again and read it aloud. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed myself. I have betrayed or abandoned myself many times through thought, word, or deed, knowingly or unknowingly. Feel your own precious body and life. Let yourself see the ways you have hurt or harmed yourself. Picture them. Remember them. Feel the sorrow you have carried from this and sense that you can release these burdens. Extend forgiveness for each of them, one by one. Repeat to yourself, for the ways I have hurt myself through action or inaction out of fear, pain, and confusion, I now extend a full and heartfelt forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Yeah, forgiveness, as Martha Stewart would say, it's a good thing. Is that her tagline or whatever? Because I only got that from, I didn't watch Martha Stewart, I just got it from The Simpsons. Like Martha Stewart was in The Simpsons, and she's like, it's a good thing. Yahweh, May Smith Ann, lift ease. Smith Ann, love and be loved. Smith Ann, may you be safe and healthy. So, people have popped in on YouTube and nobody's chatted. Somebody's been on Twitch almost the whole time, as far as I know, and nobody's been chatting. I am stuck to talk to myself. I'm assuming eventually that people will talk and whatnot. There have been times where people have chatted and whatnot, but yeah. Well, it looks as though I got 4 more minutes. I suppose I could read another poem. I'll read this one. I'll read this one. Yo, howdy, it's Jason with Mechanical Poetry. I'm gonna read you a poem titled, Please subscribe to my channel, Addicted to Approval. Please like me, I know what else to say. There is a wall here, help me make it fade away. I want you to like my poetry, politely sharing comments with me, and know that I'm smiling, not easily offended if you're trolling. I have armor to protect me from keyboard warrior scribes. Am I red button worthy to subscribe? You say, wait, you're too taboo. I say, take a walk in my shoes. Get a glimpse of my perceptive view. Before you tell me I can't read poetry to you. The word you is very easy to rhyme. It's like a cheater word because you relates to a lot of things too. You can relate you to everything basically. Yep. 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 I don't remember if I wrote that when I started this YouTube channel. I don't remember. I think I did, obviously, because it's my subscribe poem. I'm brilliant. Yeah, obviously. That was the 1 out of 2 times that I asked people to subscribe, because, like, they tell you to do that, though. They literally tell you to remind people to hit that button, punch that thumbs up, slap it, subscribe, hit that red button. Like every video, you were supposed to say that, but I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to psychologically try to manipulate someone into subscribing or whatever. Like, they know if they would want to return or not. They know they'll return. Like, you don't need to tell somebody to subscribe. If they like your stuff, they'll subscribe. I'm subscribed to a couple YouTube channels, and I don't know if the guy watches my stuff either, because like he's a gamer and he streams stuff on Twitch, and I think he just subscribed to me, so I'd subscribe to him for support or whatever. Or if he genuinely thinks I'm interesting or whatever, then that could have been the reason also. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I've watched him stream and chatted with him for a bit here and there. Alrighty. I have 1 more minute. I'll just randomly select another poem and see. If I could just read 1 more. poetry. I don't know. Poetry. I'll read this one. It says thank you. That's optimistic, right? It's titled thank you. So that might be happy. I could end the stream with like a little thank you, right? So yo, check it out. Check it out. I titled this thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for taking an interest in my poetry. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Thank you for not making fun of how I talk. Thank you for not wanting to see me walk. Thank you. I like to sit and think. Thank you. I upload a poem like once a week. Thank you. If you are still watching and listening to this effortless poem, thank you. But maybe it's about time I change my tone. Thank you. But we do not need to be serious all the time. Thank you. This is my last rhyme. I think I remember this poem. I used the same picture in every screen and I just said thank you. Like every single time. Thank you. You made it to the end of this poem. So yeah, that was quite an easy poem, but man, I had quite a few sentences for real. Thank you for taking an interest in my poetry. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Thank you for not making fun of how I talk. Thank you. But this line is kind of stupid. I probably honestly could have gotten rid of it. But I think I was probably insinuating like, thank you for not wanting. Wait, what did I mean by this? I have no idea what I meant by that. I suppose I could delete it and whatever. Yeah, I could do that live. I could edit old poems and be like, what was I thinking? This needs to go. And then maybe do a read and re-upload it. That'd be something new I could do on the live streams. Just be like, this is not what I thought it was meaning, right? And I don't upload a poem once a week, but at that period of time when I was doing poetry, I'm sure that's what I did, and that's why I used that rhyme. Yeah. That was serious last rhyme, yeah. Cool. Alright, well thank you for whoever popped in. Looks like somebody else popped on YouTube. Sorry you came in at the end of my stream. I stream at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. On YouTube and Twitch. I also play video games Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Or is it Mountain Standard Time? Or is it? I don't know, yeah. Mountain. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for popping in. And adios.